On the Bright Side is brought to you by Uno, a brand committed with the future.
My aunt was a teacher. Every year we would assist her in decorating her classroom for the new school year. One year we brought in actual trees to create the illusion of a jungle. Teachers spend enormous amount of time and even money to make sure that their rooms of learning are a safe space for the little ones that will inhabit it each year. We're not talking a couple posters. I'm in Teacher Jacy's classroom today. Actually, I'm among monsters.
The preparation is time consuming. It takes a lot of thought into the theme that you are going to choose. The theme is basically the idea or a topic that your charts are going to be surrounded by. And the most important part of having a classroom theme is that it gives your classroom an identity. It makes the students feel welcome and it fosters learning in the classroom.
Jacy Lee Powell has been teaching for 11 years. She's quirky, bubbly, and has all the qualities needed for the cohort of students that she takes on every September. Teacher Jacy, as they call her, is an Infant 1 teacher, and she knows all the tricks it takes to keep her students engaged and ready to learn.
I won't say we are clowns, but we have to do a lot. We have to be very animated. I like to tell my friends that when I am talking, I use my hands, or I would try to explain something in different ways, and they would often tell me, you know what, we're not your babies, we're not your babies. So you have to change the tone of your voice when you're reading a story. If you are coming to another character, or if you're the part of the story, you need to go louder or you need to whisper, then it's very animated for teachers. When it comes to the monsters, I know that sometimes students are afraid of monsters and automatically they think about something scary. I don't want them to have that fear. I want to teach my students to be brave and to be courageous.
Summertime is critical for teachers. The first month is spent cleaning out their classrooms and creating a blank canvas for the new themes they will incorporate for the upcoming school year. This is also what is considered their unofficial holiday. The next 4 weeks, however, are spent in camps, attending workshops and preparing classrooms for the new school year. Themes do change occasionally. Regardless, teachers invest a lot of personal time and money every year for the love of the job.
Teaching is a job of love. It's a labor of love. It's a job where once you get into it, you get so attached to your students, you get so attached to, seeing them coming to school all smiling and excited for the first day of school. And so for that reason, then teachers go into pocket anywhere from $800, $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 to fix up the classroom for the first day of school. And that's just for the first day of school, because you have to have your classroom in a way that when the students come to the classroom, they will see that, wow, I want to be here, I want to stay here.
Over at Burrell Boom Methodist Primary School, class preparation is handled a little differently. Additional manpower has made the work lighter because the staff would come together for the lower division.
It's not really a load for us because here at Burrell Boom, we are a family and we work together. And so especially at the lower division, the teachers pool together and we would choose a classroom to start with. So we would, for example, we started with my class and all of us came together and we decorated my class. And then next we're going to move to the other infant one until we are finished with all of the class. What we try to do is we will try to finish at least by this week, so that next week, which is our last week before school reopens, we would be free and kind of refresh ourselves before we come back to school. Because sometimes teachers tend to be working up to probably the Sunday before school opens, and then Monday they're tired. Okay, so this is my classroom management strategy. It is something that I have been doing for the past 4 years, and it is very effective, so I use it every year.
Time management is critical in making sure that everything is prepared for the kids' return. Teacher Jacy especially has a heavier workload since she has made a business out of her classroom creativity. She makes her charts from scratch, and not only do the kids love them, other teachers do too. So much so that they want to buy them from her.
When I am making my charts, I always think about the impact that I want to have on my students. I always think about things that I know will attract them or would stimulate their creativity and their imagination. And so I put a lot of thought into my classroom charts. And the whole purpose of my small business is to assist teachers who might not be as creative as they would want. Maybe they have an idea, but they can't bring it to light. And so that was my part in helping them.
How can you tell if the presence of a teacher has moved a child beyond learning materials? Well, Teacher Jacy has gained a couple admirers over the years. And if you ask any parent, it's not difficult to spot a good teacher. Nayani Dawson can tell you that much. Her son was in Teacher Jacy's class.
When break time, them pick, no one go have break. Then baby that sit down in a classroom and she have to go like, go babe, go have break. And I could say this because honestly, I'm an active parent. And any teacher would honestly say that, like, when it comes to my boys and school, listen, I am a parent that I want sack race during sports day. I want to cheer you on. Listen, I'm the biggest cheerleader, #1 supporter when it comes to my boys and school. And all the teachers, they get that same attitude from me when it comes to school. But Teacher Jacy being Shane's first teacher at primary school, I believe Shane will live on with Teacher Jacy. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday, teacher!
Looking on the bright side, I'm Sabreena Daly.
On the Bright Side was brought to you by Uno, a brand committed with the future.
That's the sound of fuel efficiency. Every day, every time, I choose Uno Fuels, powered with Dynamax. Uno, a brand committed with the future.